the fifth pitcher of the afternoon is Ryan Juarez, the 27-year-old right-hander. Originally out of Norwalk, Connecticut. Spent some time all over the world. Played some college ball out in California. He's the man that Tim Hewlett calls upon to...
I played professional baseball. I finished my college career, and I realized I wasn't getting drafted. So I did some tryouts, and nothing really came of it other than an offer to play independent ball in St. Louis. And at the time, I didn't know what the hell that was. And I was just like, no, I'm better than this. Shouldn't do this. And then a few days pass, no major league teams offer. I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to St. Louis. So me and my buddy get in a car. We drive 28 straight hours. He didn't know how to drive manual, so I had to teach him in a parking lot before we started. And he nearly ruined my clutch the whole way there. Get to St. Louis, and we're like, all right, we're big deals. We're here now. Like, where's my equipment? And they're like, oh, well, do you want to try out? I'm like, I just drove 28 straight hours to get here. You want me to try out? I'm like, I thought I was on the team. They're like, no, you gotta try out. So I ate lunch. A buddy of mine was already on the team. So I ate lunch with him and a few of the guys on the team. And then that day, I tried out. And two of the guys that I had lunch with, they got released. I took their spots. And 2 days later, I was on the team, and we had a 16-hour bus ride. So in a matter of 3 days, I drove all the way across the states to have my first professional appearance. And it went well, and then it didn't go so well. And I was one pitch away from getting released. I remember I was in Washington, Pennsylvania. It was the fourth inning. We were up 5-2, something like that. The bases loaded, 1 out, and it was 3-1. And I knew if I walked the guy, the manager was going to come out, and I was going to get pulled from the game, and he was going to release me. And then I got out of that inning, and then I won 4 straight games in a row after that. And instead of getting released, I became the best prospect on my team, and I was the biggest deal on the team the next year coming back. And then, yeah.
And then what happened after that? You said you had a surgery.
I didn't say that, but I did.
But I know that. You told me before you've had a surgery.
Okay, so my whole life I've played baseball, and it was kind of like a year-round thing where you're always just playing games, you're always training, playing games, playing games. And for the first time ever, I had 8 months off, nothing to do for 8 months. So I was like, all right, well, if I'm ever going to make it, I need to sell out, and I need to get jacked, and I need to throw hard as shit. So I just started throwing hard. So, my whole life, I was probably about 86 to 88 miles an hour. Gotta throw hard. My only focus was to throw hard. I come back for spring training, and I'm throwing 90, 92. And I'm like, here we go. It's my year. I'm going to get signed this year. I remember the day specifically. I was playing catch with my buddy Kobe Moore, and I was just playing catch with him before a game, like any other game. And he's like, damn, you're throwing hard today. You must be feeling good. And I'm like, I'm pumping. I'm ready to go. Get on the mound for my 1 inning, strike out my first 2 guys, just blowing it right by them. Not even close. And then it was 0-1 to Brandon Burke from Long Beach State. And I threw it. Whap. Felt it. Electricity through my arm. And I'd seen my friend do it the year before. I was like, that guy just tore his elbow. And as I went like that and I reacted, I was like, I just tore my elbow. That thing's gone. And I knew it. But I still threw one more pitch and went halfway. And I was just like, no. And everybody knew it. I knew it. Everybody knew it. The trainer was like, oh, well, maybe it's just... And he's like, no, it's gone. And 2 days later, I got released. And that was the end of my professional career. And that was the last time I ever threw a meaningful pitch again, as far as trying to be a pro. And I had surgery, but I trained 8 months, and that happened in the second week of spring training. I was like, no way, I'm going home now. Spent too long to get ready for this. I got screw it. I'm just going to stay, wait it out, come back next year, play again. Just hang out for a year. Spring training comes around the next season. Still not ready, not throwing hard enough. wait another year, and I'm like, it's not gonna happen. Time to hang him up. But then me and a buddy were like, hey, we should do this tryout. I'm like, all right, whatever. Go to the tryout. It was in San Francisco. Blowing it by people, breaking bats. I'm like, all right, this league sucks, but at least I have somewhere to go. I'm like, okay, I wonder when they're gonna offer me. I asked my buddy, I'm like, hey, he was behind the turtle. He saw how hard I was throwing. I'm like, dude, how hard was I throwing? He's like, 76. I was like, what? 76 miles an hour? Fuck, that's like 10 miles an hour off what I normally do. I'm like, alright, well, looks like I'm retired. And then that's when I was like, alright, one more time, let's give it a go. Trying to throw as hard as I can. Then I pull my groin. I'm like, done. Over. Finito. So I'm on the training table, get my groin roped on. Same guy, Eddie Murray. He's like, hey, do you got a passport? I'm like, yeah, why? You want to go to Berlin? I'm like, let's go. I'm already retired. Might as well go have fun. So, go to Berlin, trying to have a little farewell tour, trying to be like Kobe. And all of a sudden, Berlin turned into Australia, Canberra, turned into Antwerp, Belgium, turned into Adelaide, Australia, turned into Paris, and then now I'm here being a movie star. Just in films and stuff, still playing ball. Yeah.